This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
But one of the things I want to pick your brain on is how the Undertaker's booked, and we'll call it January of 98. You know, on the heels of this really nice feud with Shawn Michaels that I guess you could go back to SummerSlam when Shawn accidentally cost the Undertaker the championship when he was the special guest referee, and Bret Hart walked away as champion. They worked together in September. They worked together in October. Of course, in November, the whole screw job thing happened. December, it feels like it's sort of a lame duck deal, and Undertaker's working with Jeff Jarrett. But by January, we're back.
Well, I done get more lame duck than that.
Yeah. But we're back in business with Shawn Michaels.
Jeff knows I love him.
Of course. But at the same time, in October is where we saw the debut of Kane. How difficult is it to sort of have, I mean, this is a casket match at Royal Rumble 98. Famously, it's where Shawn's going to hurt his back, but still Undertaker, is finally getting another rematch, this time for the world title against the guy who cost him the world title back at SummerSlam. But underneath it all, we know this is not really where we're going. We're trying to get to Kane. Talk me through that process. Is it challenging to have one of your top stars really involved in two top storylines at the exact same time?
Actually, it's ideal because you just got more toys to play with. And looking at Kane and Shawn, I mean, from an opponent's point of view,
couldn't be more different.
You had Shawn that was ongoing, and that was a good deal. We had to finish that up before you could just move on to Kane and have that singular focus. So we still had to wrap up Shawn and Undertaker and let people salivate for the first time that you're actually going to see Undertaker and Kane.
Did you always know that the plan was going to be Taker versus Kane, or did you at least flirt with the idea that maybe they would come together? I ask because I remember Paul Bearer being on Raw saying something like he couldn't find Kane, and it's almost implied that maybe Kane and Undertaker have mended fences and they're going to come together as a team. Of course, we know that doesn't happen. Was that ever even discussed as far as you know?
At this point?
Yes.
No, not even remotely.
The match at Royal Rumble we were teasing a minute ago. It's a casket match. Shawn gets the win. 20 minutes, 37 seconds. It's that backdrop over the top rope where he cracked his lower back on the casket that really put him on the shelf. But eventually there's some shenanigans. Undertaker tombstones Michaels from the apron into the casket. And at that point, China knocks down the referee. Los Boricuas and the New Age Outlaws hit the ring, and they all start attacking the Undertaker. Kane's music plays. He cleans house. It's quite the spectacle. But I guess we should mention that when Kane starts whacking away at this thing with the axe and then sets the damn thing on fire, this is a scary thing to look at. And I know there's magic involved and you get weird about telling us about the magic, but I'm sure you've got a great story about setting this damn casket on fire at Royal Rumble 98.
Yeah, I got some stories you can't even tell on that one. But, you realize that you find things out as you go along, and you may have in your mind, you envision things and you think of movies and how, shit looks so effortless in movies. In fact, you put some fucking gasoline on the damn thing and throw a match. Some bitch gonna go up in flames and it's gonna stay like 8-foot fucking flames forever. Well, in real life, that doesn't happen.
Right.
So you first, the uneducated would throw gasoline or whatever, some kind of accelerant, lighter fluid or what have you, and look at it and go, well, fuck, that was unspectacular. Is that even a word? Unspectacular? I'm asking the English major over here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just a hillbilly from Alabama.
There you go.
Oh, hell. I'm just damn redneck from Texas.
Hurtful.
Hence why I said whatever I said, that word that I don't know if it is actually a word. And you look at it, oh, hell, man. And then you realize, well, fire needs oxygen to breathe.
Right.
And if you're just pouring it on a flat surface, it's not going to burn. Not going to burn for any length of time anyway. And you're not going to get big flames because you're only looking at whatever that lighter fluid or whatever accelerant it is. And that's where we learned, okay, that's why we had to take the axe to it, to give it some air, give it some oxygen so the fire could breathe, so you can make big fire.
Big fire.
And big fire. I like big fire. You don't want to fuck a small fire.
No.
You want big fire.
Yep.
Okay. And so that's, as you're playing with this thing, it's like, okay, son of a bitch, man, we need some oxygen in this bad boy and make it burn, make it look great. And then you have to deal with the next thing, which is the most important thing, is the safety. The safety not only of your performers, but also of the audience, because you're in an enclosed area. So it was a little tricky, but we kind of got it figured out, and that's what rehearsals are for sometimes. And here's the other pro tip: if you're gonna try to recreate that, it's best to try and create it and or recreate it in the same environment in which you actually want to do it. Because if you do it outside, it looks one way.
Yeah.
You do it indoors, it could look completely different.
Yeah.
So, that was through a lot of trial and error to get to what we got to. But I thought it looked pretty fucking eerie and pretty good.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.